Hi everyone, it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing on with our, I don't even know what I'm calling this. I haven't come up with a name yet, but it is an altered board book. And so far we have covered all the pages and sanded them and inked them. And these are just pages from kids' board books. The one thing I have done is this. Oh, the paper collection is the March kit from Pink Monarch Prince. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that. And so this was the super simple that came with it, and it kind of flips up, and there's a couple of journal cards here. We've got 3 little tags for journaling here, and then this flips out, and we've got a pocket here. I need to put this tag, and then there's a belly band here with another little journaling spot. Lots of little tuck spots and journaling spots. So let's get that in the pocket. I left it out because I wanted it to dry, and it does fit perfectly in there. So that's our back page. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is do these vertical pages. So, okay, don't need that. I want to do this one, and I want to do this one, and I want to do this one. I'm going to put these back. And what we're going to do on these is we're going to do the stacked pockets. So I will do one on the front of this, one on the front of this, and then on the back of this. And then there was another freebie super simple in that collection, so it came with 2 super simples, and I'm going to be putting that on the front. It has a flip out and some pockets, but let's first things first. I've done a couple of these already because I didn't want you to have to sit through these. Anna has a great tutorial on how to put these together. I will put one together with you because mine is a little bit different than hers. I didn't have all the parts that she had, but I'm going to go ahead and glue the ones that I've made already to these pages. There again, I think I'm going to align these pockets 1/2 inch from the right and the bottom, approximately. I'd like them to be a little more asymmetrical. I don't like to center everything. And then, so this has a little tag, and it's got an eyelet and a little piece of the seam binding there. There's a piece of some crochet trim, little punch, the word divine. So this fits in this pocket. And then we have this, which is a journaling spot. There's plenty of room in these pockets to add more items, but I think I can make that go in a little bit. Well, maybe not, but that's okay. And then this piece goes in the back here. So I need to wait until that finishes drying before I put that one on. And then we'll work on this one together. I want to go ahead and do this one. And this has the same type of journaling spot there in that one. And then the small tag. And this one says Inner Beauty. I did these pretty much the way that Anna did hers. And then the middle one, she used pieces that I don't have in my collection. I think she said some of them were from Taperology and things that she had in her stash. So I just chose some from the collection. Now this has this little wavy, so I'm going to come in, I'm going to use that line down here. Hopefully you can see that. Use this line to keep it straight, and then about 1/2 inch in from the widest portion. So it's 1/4 inch here, but that will. And then this tag goes in the back of that. So I'll set those aside, and we will work on this. This is so so easy to put together. It's just a stacked pocket, and I kind of have how it goes already. So let's just start with this. By the way, this one, this particular one Anna did with Lovely. Okay, and if you remember on the last one, I lost my joy, and so I just used Lovely. So I found another joy, and instead of using Lovely on this one, I'm using Joy. So, not that that's a huge deal, but I found my joy. So I'm going to stick this in here, and instead of doing the lark's head knot, I'm just doing an overhand knot. And then instead of doing it at the top, I'm doing it on the front. So it kind of lays a little flatter. It also just gives it a different kind of look. And then we will, if we can, trim those down. Like so. And that will go in our first pocket. And then this is how the other tag comes. So you could leave this open for journaling. I am not. I glued the other ones closed because there is a journal spot on the back. So it's up to you if you want more journaling. I probably should have left it that way, but that's okay. This makes it a nice sturdy tag when you do this. And then this was on one of the pages. It's a little, looks like a farmhouse, and I like the image, so I'm going to stick that on the tag right here in the front. And I wanted to mention, I haven't mentioned, this is not a sponsored video. This is just, I saw Anna's subscription and I went and got it. This is not a, I'm not being paid for this video. Now you can put this however you want. I kind of like to look at both sides because sometimes on the back side it doesn't look centered to me quite, but there we go. And it's probably because of I don't cut exactly perfect. You know, I found I believe the punches that she has in the collection are I don't know if they're 1 inch or 1 1/4 of an inch. Did that come out right? 1 1/4 inch. I don't have a 1 1/4 inch punch. I have a 1 inch and a 1 1/2. So 1 1/2 is too big. So I'm just using the 1 1/2. So she put some book page down. I have some of this that I thought I might just rip a piece of this to put in the back. This is from something we did not too long ago, but just gives it a little something extra. I don't really have, I want to make that because I'm going to run it along the end. I don't have any nice dark book pages accessible at the moment, so I'm using what I have. And I'm just going to glue that. I did fill my, I did fill my glue bottle up, so it's making it makes it nice when it's full. You don't have to wait for it to get to where it's going. So I'm going to just place that on there like that, right on the bottom. Get that excess glue off the tip that I don't need. That kind of looks fun. And clip it. Alright, and then I have this, which I think I'm going to hang over the bottom. I don't need it to be you know, in the middle. They don't all need to be the same, being my point. I'm sticky with the glue today. The glue's coming out and it's attacking me. Okay, so let's go right there. And then I'm going to check on the back side. Right above that motif is where that is. Rub that down. And then I'll trim these sides because it's not, I didn't cut it to size, I just clipped off. I got lucky, I clipped off a piece and it was almost the right size. There we go. Clean up my crumbs. Alright, so then we have this little 91, or I guess you could, well, no, the one would be upside down if you tried to make it 16, so it's a 91. And you know, the other thing I was wondering, because I print everything out borderless, I wondered if that made these circles bigger, or if they're, I don't know. I don't know. Because I think the document's original size is 8.5 by 11, so that shouldn't have made a difference printing it out on borderless. But anyway. Okay, and then I have my joy, and I feel like, is that okay? I mean, inking around it kind of, I don't know, I feel like it needs something. I do have a little piece of, I should have used this for the, that would have been good. I just want something behind that joy. So what if I use this little piece of packing just so that it doesn't all blend together. It doesn't really make a huge difference, but I think I kind of like it, so let's do that then. I'm going to do it a little further away from the 91. I would like to see the 91 or part of it, so let's do it there, right next to it. And the marching band is outside practicing. You know, it's funny, when it was raining, we could still hear it. They were in the band room, but they had the door open. We could still hear it. I was like, wow, some good acoustics, because there's a whole soccer field / baseball diamond in between the band room and my house, well, and a street. So anyway, I don't mind that. I like that. All right, so we are going to make this one of those little bit taller pockets. These are our inserts. So this is the base. And how far do I want to space these? If I do like, because this is a bigger page, if I do like 1 inch and then 1 inch, it's slightly bigger, that would work. And I could not necessarily have to glue on that side. Yeah, that might work. Alright, so we're just going, this is tricky because you don't know exactly where to put the glue, but I look like it was about 1/4 inch from the bottom. So I'm gonna wing it. Alright, so about 1 inch, I'm gonna line that up on there and place that down. Well, probably could have added a little bit more glue, but I think it'll work. And these are not perfect because I'm a wonky cutter. That's why I was so excited to get that scan and cut, and it's been somewhat disappointing for me. I want to get this little edge. It's, you know, I guess it's just that the older I get, the less easy things are. And I just don't have the patience for complicated things anymore. All right, let's put this up here, and we want to do that about an inch. So let me see how far down. Okay, so that's about a ½ inch from the bottom. Yeah, I was like, well, wait a minute, how's that going to keep stuff from going through? But what's going to happen is when we glue it to the page, we will, once it becomes a whole piece, then we'll put the glue on it for that. So line this up. You don't have to do it this way. If you like to eyeball stuff, go for it. There we go. I just know that I already have, glue issues, so all right. A little bit of glue on the outside. Not too much, not too bad. Okay, so now that this is a whole unit, we're going to put the glue. Let's see, I said I don't want glue on this side. We're just going to do the bottom and this side, and that way it'll be a tuck spot also. We'll have the pockets, but you could also tuck something larger behind it. So I am going to, well, I don't know why I'm lining that up. I don't really need to. I'm going to put that about ½ inch like I did before. Make sure everything makes contact. Okay, so let's go back to this one while that's drying before we put all the inserts in there. And I think this should be dry enough for us to get this little tag. This is just a ticket that's been blown up, so that's kind of cool. Okay. And these are a little tight when you first glue them down, but once you start, I like them tight because I don't like my stuff falling out of my pockets, but once you start taking things in and out of the pockets, they kind of, loosen up. So there's that page. I think I'm just going to do a regular pocket on this side. Not quite sure. Okay, so let's do this one. What was in here? Oh, okay. There we go. And there we go. So we can take this one a little this way, and this one a little this way, and stagger them a little bit. That looks good. And then again on this one, I'll probably just put a little pocket with the divot. And this one should be mostly dry now. So we can put this little tag in here. This is blank on both sides for journaling. And then we have this one, which will go in here. Okay. And these do go down a little bit more than the other ones, which is kind of nice. And then we will have, one of these can go, actually both of them can go back here and just be like that. Cool. All right, so let's put them back where they belong. All right, so we have the back page, we have this page, then we have the other wavy page, and we have this page, and then we have this page, and this page. Okay, so right now it's already, where's my ruler? It's already getting up there in, it's almost, well, yeah, it's right at 3/4 thick. So, and we haven't even added the other pockets and stuff, but there's a ton of stuff left in this kit, and I'm not going to even probably touch half of it, maybe, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So I'm going to prep the other Super Simple, and I'll be back. Alrighty everybody, I am back. I have prepped this. This was the freebie Super Simple for signing up for the monthly subscription. So that's where it came from. That's where it came from. Now, she has this designed so that this flips out on the right. But because I've got this on the front and I want to put it on the back. Let me kind of move stuff out of the way here. I have it all kind of organized. I think I'm going to put the flap on this side. This is a pattern that doesn't matter which way it goes. So first thing we're going to do, glue the flap together. And I think this comes out just perfect because this is the same size as the page. So that's fun. All right. Now, I am going to put the pockets on first because then I will know how much room I need to leave for the lift so that this lays down somewhat flat. So I'm going to move that aside just for a minute and we'll work with the base. Okay, and I have pre-inked everything, so I'm not going to glue that down yet. I'm going to put the pockets on first. Now, I think, I was debating whether I wanted to put these pockets on the front or these pockets on the front. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do these, and then these will go on the back side. So this will look somewhat like that. I don't want that butterfly with that butterfly, but you get the idea. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to try to go as close to the edge as possible, and we'll see how that comes out. And then not worry too much because most of the ephemera that's going in this pocket is really skinny. So I'm going to start at the bottom and line that up. Okay. I'm lining it up on this edge because this is going to flip. So, and then I'm just going to leave about 1/4 of an inch gap. I'm not worried about how much is left at the top because there's going to be stuff in the pocket and no one's going to measure it. Okay, so about 1/4 of an inch. And that might even be shy of 1/4 of an inch, but that's okay as long as they're consistent. Well, I say as long as they're consistent. If you don't want it consistent, don't worry about it. Make it your own. Have it your way. Yeah, some of these look like they need to be kind of trimmed off the edge there, so I'm going to have to do that real quick. Yeah, let's just trim that up a little bit without cutting through the flap. Oh, just a smidge on that one, not a lot. And then once we ink it, that's not even gonna show. Of course, there's going to be pockets on this side now, so I'm just flipping that over. Now, I did punch all of these out. I have printed these on 110-pound cardstock from Walmart, and I did, yeah, see, I want to make sure that that can go over on this one, so I am going to have to trim that side as well. What was I saying? I printed these out on 110-pound cardstock. Oh, I punched with my 1-inch hole punch, these little doohickeys. I did all three at the same time so that they would line up. And it went through. I didn't have any issues, but depends on the paper you're using. These punches almost seem to like the heavier. I was trying to wipe off that little wispy string and stuck my finger in the glue, and oh, I am a mess. Alright, so you can kind of see where that is. It does work a little better if the glue is not, you know, if you don't have too much glue and if you let it get a little tacky. So I'm going to push these over to line those up so that I know there's room. You can see they're hanging over. So now I'm going to have to trim on this side. Looks like I'm only going to have to trim that one. So I'll wait for that to set for a second. Yeah, this side looks, well, now that I look at it, there's a little bit here. There we go. Clean that up. Okay. And now we are going to attach this on this side. So gluing here. And I'm wondering, should I stuff those first? I guess we'll be okay. And I just want to make sure, see how that stands up? So I want to pull this out just a smidge. I mean, there's going to be some coming up a little bit because it's thick. It's 4 layers of cardstock here. So it's not going to lay down exactly flat, but mostly it will. Okay. Alright, so then we have in here, I'm going to let that dry, and we're going to make a little collage in here. And because I'm using it, like I said, on the back page, I'm doing the collage on the opposite side as well. So, let's see if I can remember how she did this. The circle is going to cover up the butterfly, but it's going to be a nice collage, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to come across the bottom and up the side, and that's it. Make sure I'm putting it on straight. I'm going to come in about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch from the edge, and that's going to make a tuck spot for us. And then add some lace, which I'm not sure if I want that much. Let me play with this for a second. Let's put that there, that there. Life is a journey. And then this is going to go in the back. So I don't want to glue necessarily glue down the lace all the way. So maybe I will trim that just a smidge. Get some of these hairy pieces off. Same thing on this side. It's kind of where it's unraveling anyway. I apologize. I apologize for mumbling. I don't notice it until I'm, editing the videos, and then it's like, mumbling. It's my thinking voice, guys. That's what I'm going with. All right. Am I in the shot? I'm not even, you know, worried about, I want that to come down because I got too much glue on that. I'm going to have to find my, yeah, make sure I didn't glue that paper down. Okay, I think I'm good. And then this, there were 4 of these, so I've got those kind of spread out. I think I'm going to actually put this on this side. I feel like it needs something over here like that. And Life is a Journey can go the other way. Like so. Okay, I think that looks good. Now this will tuck back in here like that, and let's get these guys in here. So we've got this one for this pocket. We're almost done for today because I've got to run go get my daughter from school. And okay, and this one we are going to just glue a flower on, and I should have probably, let's do it like that. Got a little bit of extra glue, and then trim that off. I really liked, Anna did that, and I thought it looked really cool. So just like that, and then we're going to tuck that one in here, and this one will, no, that goes in here also. A lot of little tiny little journaling spaces, and then this one goes on the top because we didn't want a really big one sticking out the top, so that's kind of level there like that. Okay, so now we can take all this garbage, or jobbage, as my niece used to say. Hi Haley, if you're watching. And then let's see, let's put this one on here, and I think I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to kind of do half and cut it off. Oops. But I'll do it on this side. It just looks kind of cool. Alright, oops. That wasn't good. I went way crooked on that one. I didn't wait long enough for it to dry, so it went wonky. Okay. Where's my, there we go. Okay, we can stick that one in the top. And we've got this one that goes in the middle. And then we have one more here, which I believe we just glue the butterfly right in the middle. Kind of gives it a pop of color on this little piece. And I think I'm going to do it in the middle. Straight on in the middle. Alright. So that, I need that to dry. It's going to move on me. Let's stick this one in first. And put the other one in behind it. So I really, really like this pocket. I think that's so fun. So we have that. That flips open. I have that. This is going to be attached here, and I'm going to come in about a ½ inch. I'm not going to worry about being exact, but I'm going to glue it on 3 sides because we have something else to go in there. So 1 side, 2 sides, and 3 sides. I am giving it a little extra glue because I don't want to move. I don't want it to move on me. I want that to stay attached to the book. And I'm going to turn this way so that I can place this down a little better. And like I said, this is the size of that page of my book, so it works out perfectly there. And I'm staying away from the border, so I'm gonna move it just a smidge, try to make sure that it's even, not hanging over the top, not hanging over the bottom. That'll open out that way. And now we have a postcard, or a couple of postcards. These are really easy. What time is it? I don't want to forget to go pick her up. I've got to leave in 10 minutes. Okay, I think we can get this done. So we're going to put some tabs on the top. Just one here. And one here. And I believe these were originally intended to be folded over and made into a nice thick card, but I printed on both sides, so I decided to do that. So this goes on this, like such. The greatest wealth is the richness of the soul. Okay, and then this little piece goes on here. I think I'll stick it over here. You can journal around it. And on this one, you can journal on both sides. Okay, so that looks cool. So I've got two cards there. And then these are going to go right inside here. I'm going to wait until this completely dries. While we're doing that, we have a tag. And I got to be honest with you, I don't know where this tag goes. Maybe it goes in the circle. I think it goes with the circle and I forgot to pull it out. So we're gluing this shut. There we go. And we are going to do an eyelet. So, hole punch, 3/4 inch side. I'll make this the outside. Okay, eyelet. Okay, and done. And I'm going to do this like I've been doing the other bows because I think it looks so cute. Just tying it over in the front. You know, I get tired of the other bows. And you can mix it up. There's no rules here. That's the beauty of this sport. And yes, I said sport because I use up some energy doing this sometimes. Okay, so leave that there. Don't need that. Paper clips. I was supposed to put this on before I punched the hole, and look, this was supposed to go somewhere else as well as a tag topper, and I don't know where. So now I've got two tag toppers. Okay, don't mind me. All right, we're going to glue this to the front. Get in there. Wow, gone through a lot of glue already today. All right, and we are just going to center this. It's so pretty. I think that's a poppy, right? No, maybe not. I don't know. It looks like, but it doesn't look like the poppies that we have around here. We have them, we're in super bloom right now. Poppies and the blue lupine or lupin. I always say lupine. I think that's because that's what the kids were calling it, but it's lupin. And mustard, wild mustard everywhere. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick that there. And I was thinking about just putting some Maybe I'll just put that lace on the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. Just a little bit flatter because I've already got enough bulk. And I think I'm going to do it this way. Just run it alongside the bottom of that focal point, just like that. Perfect. Okay, so this goes here. Okay, so I'll make sure that it's not sticky so it doesn't stick to something. And we'll put that there. And the only thing that's going to stick out is that, which is not going to matter because it's going to be a ring bound book. And then we have these that are going to go here, and they will go in and contain themselves, and our holes will be on this side. So isn't that fun? Oh, I love this. This is going to be the coolest thing. So I hope you'll give it a try. There can be so many possibilities. But anyway, I hope I hit record. And yeah, it says I have 7 minutes. So hey, I'm early. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.